I am not here to promote gayism. I will never, ever say that same-sex marriage should be legalized. I will never, ever encourage anybody to engage in sexual intercourse with the same sex. However, should a person engage in this, the means of reforming, the means of drawing the person's attention to the fact that what you are doing is not part of our social values will not be to say that go to jail. By the way, in prison, the situation there is worse.
But those who oppose your amendment says that you propose a law that have no grounds in law because there is no law that encourages non-custodial sentence.
Don't mind them. Elton, in the minimum, I know my law. Those people who were saying that they don't understand what they were saying.
Would you consider the passage as a loss on your side?
No, in a democracy, you can't get everything. You win some, you gain some. I think that we've been rather too emotional as a country on this. And I'm sad for the Ghanaian politician.
Why?
The Ghanaian politician is overly thinking about how to win the next election. The Ghanaian politician, when confronted with a challenge, is unable to be firm and say, look, damn the consequences. When I moved a motion for secret ballot, and Mr. Speaker actually ignored, right? On 3 occasions, I called on Mr. Speaker to exercise discretion on secret ballot. Do you know why? I was receiving a lot of text messages.
From your members?
From MPs, not my members.
Like across
yes,
board?
Especially those on the NDC side, who were in their offices and watching, who were sitting in the chamber saying that, leader, if you are able to push for secret ballot, we'll come and vote. Because people are worried. But the fear, people have been made to believe that if you dare
speak against it, then you are encouraging
provision, then your constituency, you will suffer. Why so? I am not worried. I had to state my position that we support you. For instance, that aspect where an adult will introduce a child, a minor, into homosexuality. I support the custodial sentence as a consequence of that action. I support it in total. All right?
The pedophile aspect.
Yes, I support it. Because you are an adult. You use something to entice a child, like I heard my professor, Moses Fuamweni, talking about some research findings in Elmina.
Exactly.
Where there's some white guys.
50 Ghana cedis, and they are inserting all manner of things into the private part of this.
That one, you go to jail. Because you are an adult. That child does not have a means. And you try to use something to entice him or her. So for those ones, we are adding them. The fact that we should say same-sex relationship is not lawful, we are adding them. The provision in the law, which says that if you know somebody to be one and you don't report, you are liable. What kind of law is that?
Because of time,
Elton,
I mean, maybe we have time.
The media in Ghana should spend time to interrogate all the provisions fully. You see, don't let us get carried away. That if you talk about it, hey, it means that you support gayism. That is the scare, the fear that seems to have been planted in there. You see, we are dealing with a very serious matter. Elton, I'm a private sector person. I hear and I see. I'm a practitioner of the law. I hear and I see. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I hear and I see. I don't want to pretend about this.
As a businessman, are you worried about the implications on your business? Because you probably
as a Ghanaian, I'm worried about everything. And Elton, let me explain something. I know you read a lot. But Elton, be honest with me. This bill, have you read it in full?
Not in full, I must
Thank
admit.
you very much. Why so?
Because it keeps
people
changing.
I spoke to some of
it keeps changing.
Look, Elton, I spoke to somebody in multimedia. I said, Osimesi, I know you to be a strong advocate. Why didn't you say ABC? Say, oh, honorable. If we can one Kenya, Rebecca said we are lesbian and now we are gay. In Tino, I decided to keep quiet. I said, really? when I was expressing my own views, I have very bosom friends who were coming to me, oh, Kwamina, because of your future. I said, what future? Look, I don't mind if the people of Efutu will say, look, these were your views, so sit at home. I will. I am yet to take certain decisions. I miss court. This is a case that I would have given it my all at the Supreme Court.
A group, some NGOs say that they may go to the Supreme Court if President Akufo-Addo signs.
No, they don't need to wait. They don't need to wait for signing or rejection. They don't need to wait. You know, but the point is that how do we incarcerate a person because of a sexual behavior? Okay? 2, what are the conditions in our prisons? Nothing. Ultra-conservative thinking alone cannot be used to develop a nation. You need a mix of it. Should a person engage in this, the means of reforming, the means of drawing the person's attention to the fact that what you are doing is not part of our social values, will not be to say that go to jail. By the way, we are passing a law. We are creating repercussions, consequence of your breach. And I'm saying that you have in there a fine. You have in there custodial center. I say, look, you can keep the fine. But what is the essence? The object of the bill is to ensure that Ghanaians or in Ghana, we observe proper human value and family systems. Not so?
Right.
If it is so, are we not supposed to put in the pillars that would enable the person to reform? Will an incarceration be the correction that we require as a nation? No. That is why I introduced the community service. But like I said, people are not paying attention. Look,
30 seconds, you are a lawyer. If you are given the opportunity to advise President Akufo-Addo, what position will you advise that he take?
No. I'm not going to answer you on that. I'm
Why?
not going to answer you.
No, this is a personal view. The president is a human rights lawyer.
No.
He will have his day. But if you are given the opportunity
I am unable to answer that.
All right. We'll have another time for this conversation. Thank you very much. The Majority Leader of Ghana's Parliament, Alexander Afenyo-Markin.